Investigators say more than a dozen people are in the hospital after yesterday's mass overdose in West Baltimore. Police say 7 of the people are in critical condition. Health officials are still canvassing that area for anyone who might need medical attention and are distributing Narcan and other resources. At a news conference today, Mayor Brandon Scott said officials are still trying to identify what was in the drug.
We're testing to see what actually is in it. We're going to go and look at every single thing that we can look at, every tip, every person that has information, and we will let the police department lead on that. And when we find them, you guys will know.
Well, the overdoses have brought renewed attention to the Penn North community, which has long struggled with problems from illegal drugs. Jeff Abel.
Long has struggled with it. Long has struggled with it. All right.
Was live tonight with the community's reaction. Jeff.
Well, you know, that West Baltimore community has long been the epicenter of the city's drug trade. And as the victims recover tonight, the community is in recovery too.
We know and understand this issue, right?
At Penn and North today, city leaders delivered a message of hope to so many in despair.
The senator, myself, and others are so focused on putting actual investment things into this neighborhood.
We hear all the time. We hear asking for help, and we hear pushing, trying to get help all the time.
Child, hold on. First of all, shout out to Switchblade. He said that his brother gets out of the hospital today. That's all good stuff. Praise the Lord. Shout out to your brother. Hope all is well with him when he does come home. Keep an eye out, okay? Thank you for sharing. Y'all, you see the street? Is it the street? It looks a mess. So Doogie is saying that we're gonna help, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do this. I don't want to hear no complaints, y'all. You heard? I don't want to hear any complaints because y'all reelected this man. Y'all reelected this man after all that complaining, all the crap that was going on. But you wanted to reelect him because I guess he's cool, he young, he black. I really don't know why. So now that you reelected him again, don't complain. This what you ordered. This who you what do they say? This who you voted for. This what you voted for. Congratulations.
At Penn and North today, city leaders delivered a message of hope to so many in despair.
The senator, myself, and others are so focused on putting actual investment things into this neighborhood.
We hear all the time. We hear asking for help, and we hear pushing, trying to get help all the time.
But in a community consumed with drug use, residents here have heard it all before.
Now they
community consumed with drug use. But now Doogie's going to do something about it. Okay, gotcha.
All before.
Now they getting funded for it. They want to come out here and...
I'm sorry to keep interrupting. Excuse me, I'll rewind it. So he says, that man just said, now that y'all getting funding for it. Oh, you think they're getting funding for it? So you think that someone is giving them money in order to give to the community to help with this drug issue in a community that's been plagued by it for years, right? Remember down there in DC, you know, they got some violence issues, and good old Trayon, who they reelected yet again.
This is amazing.
Was allegedly on tape taking a BRIBE, allegedly, from the people that's supposed to curb the violence, because he's kind of getting a kickback, allegedly. So it sounds like it behooves some of these people to allow these things to continue because then they get stuff on the back end, right? Ignore all that. Ignore all that, child. Just remember that everything is Donald Trump's fault, and everything that he does, everybody else is absolved. Because looking at what Donald Trump does and blaming him is definitely gonna stop all these issues and problems, right? Shout out to Doogie. As long as you got a black mayor, that's all that matters. And I'm not saying you should have a white one. What I'm saying is that you had a whole 4 years to see what that man was gonna do. You reelected him, and then the very next day, y'all was complaining about a food desert, crime, and not necessarily DRUG, but clearly there's an issue at Penn and North, I think they called it, an area known for. Why didn't you go to him and tell him that you needed something done in order to get your vote for this area, this community, before you reelected his ass? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Thank you, Trent. He said, fine, I will behave on the Lord's day. Be careful now. Be careful now. Shout out to Legend member for 22 months. I appreciate you, boo. Good morning, hon. He said, sounds like the HBO show The Wire. They haven't gotten it right since then. Shit. If you know, you know. Shout out to Clay Davis. I do know. I'm gonna rewatch The Wire. I'm gonna rewatch The Wire. One True Emperor, allegedly. But this is just my thought process on an alleged basis, okay? Shout out to Trent. He says, Doogie the dealer, F him and his trash frohawk. This is who they wanted. This is who they got. It wasn't even 48 hours after he was reelected that they was complaining.
Pushing, trying to get help all the time.
But in a community consumed with drug use, residents here have heard it all before.
Now they getting funded for it. They want to come out here and look like they're doing something or done something.
The frustration in this community hit a boiling point 10 years ago with the uprising that followed the death of Freddie Gray. Their anger spurred promises from politicians who vowed to redevelop the area. But 5 years later, some of the old problems were still here.
Oh, they redeveloped the area due to Freddie Gray. Remember Marilyn Mosby, who we talked about a little while ago and the other day? And she was going to do something because this is outrageous. How dare, how dare, how dare. And then she effed it all up and the shit nothing happened. They was going to change the community after defund the police. And there's like, nothing has changed. That's been a while. Yeah, it's been 5 years, 2020. Interesting how that works. Did y'all ask for anything though? Did you demand anything? Just kind of like everybody should have voted for Cam, even though she was just talking out the side of her neck. Then y'all wonder how Donald Trump became president. I can't imagine why.
This area is so full of drug activity. It's sad.
Uh-oh, not the soapbox.
When we planted our soapbox at Penn and North last year,
you can look around this community.
This community is in trouble. It's suffering.
Those who live and work in this area complain their city leaders have forgotten them.
You talking about James who?
We have led in homicides for 9 years.
You see this man right here? This is the community advocate. He always out here talking, right? He the one that came out the next day talking, complaining about Doogie. So I always recognize him by his teeth, but I'm just saying. Now he gonna come over here and get on the soapbox. Child, you can't make it up. Make sure y'all listen to the NAACP, the National Urban League, and whoever the hell else that I can't think of right now, because they got y'all's best interests at heart, colors.
9 years.
There's been no development. There's been no investment.
We have 8 years not having a food market in this neighborhood. No food market. But we got liquor stores in every corner.
Why do we have more drug programs?
Oh, no. Hold on. What? Sir, I know you just did not say what I thought you just said.
Is not having a food market in this neighborhood. No food market.
Oh, that's what he was complaining about that last time we saw him, that the place was a food desert. He'd be right there.
No investment.
We have 8 years not having a food market in this neighborhood. No food market. But we got liquor stores in every corner.
Why do we have more drug programs, drug houses, transitional programs that are not working in our district?
Our council people have done a damn thing for us.
We've been ghosted again and again by government, and it's time for a change.
But when mass overdoses put this community back in the national headlines this week, politicians made a very public return, and a new round of promises came too.
Removing Charm TV, right?
Shout out to Doogie. Nice salmon shirt you got on there, boo. I love it. Let's hear that again. I love it because, again, this dude right here that's about, not him. This dude that's about to come up is the exact man that was complaining the very next day after Doogie was reelected. Y'all said this is 8 years it's been going on, even though I'm assuming it's probably been longer. So you got rid of whoever the mayor was before then. I don't know. Maybe y'all know. Before Doog, you got rid of them. Then you got Doog. He wasn't doing nothing. Y'all was complaining. Y'all reelected Doog. Now everybody all outraged and upset because the government makes false promises. Do they? I don't hear y'all complaining about Doogie specifically. How come y'all not calling his ass out? Even Westmoreland at this point, even though I don't think it's his issue necessarily. You got yourself a whole new governor. You still not happy? What's going on? I'm confused. And yes, the liquor stores work because that's what y'all want. Allegedly. Y'all want liquor stores. If you didn't want them, they wouldn't be there. If you wanted a grocery store in the area, I'm sure there was one there at some point. then I'm thinking people should care for it the way they care for liquor. Your priorities show. Don't get mad at me. These are your fucking results. I'm not making this up. The man just said you got all these liquor stores. That's what you value. That's what you value. No grocery stores. This is his umpteen time complaining about that. And he's an advocate. I don't know his name, but he's an advocate. If you wanted food and you valued food, then you would have a grocery store. But no one's going to stay someplace where they're getting taken out. They ain't got no business. Their employees are not safe, and they take on the fucking liability. You know, there's a word called liability when people are in business that they got to be worried about. You know, people that don't know nothing about business don't think about shit like that. You just think you're entitled to shit just because it's there. And they said, you know what? Fuck you. If you're not going to treat us right, why would we be here? This is how people should be in relationships. If it ain't doing right by you, you should fucking leave it. Right? If it's not doing well by you, then you should leave it and move on and go find someplace else. These people are going to stay here, which is fine. Maybe they can't leave. Maybe everyone in this neighborhood has no ability to leave this neighborhood. I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that, right? You know what it is. You know who you hired to be your mayor. He gonna say safe streets. That's all I ever hear him saying is safe streets, and ain't a street here safe. But y'all believed in him. You get what you voted for. That's what Anton says. You get what you voted for. I don't know what they thought was gonna happen, child. I don't know what they thought was gonna happen. So now this has happened, right? This thing with the overdoses. So now all this media attention. And then you'll talk to the news. Everybody will talk to the news. The news will be there until the next big thing happens. And then it'll all be quiet again. And then something else will happen. They'll be back and they'll put up the soapbox. And then y'all come up here, talk, crying, complaining, yelling, blah, 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 blah. Then it will go back and lull again. Wash, rinse, repeat. Allegedly. Maybe I'm wrong this time, child. Maybe I'm wrong this time.
Led in homicides for 9 years. 9 years.
There's been no development. There's been no investment.
We have 8 years not having a food market in this neighborhood. No food market. But we got liquor stores in every corner.
Why do we have more drug programs, drug houses, transitional programs that are not working in our district?
Our council people have done a damn thing for us.
We've been ghosted again and again by government, and it's time for a change.
But when mass overdoses put this community back in the national headlines this week, politicians made a very public return, and a new round of promises came too.
We're moving Charm TV right here, right? We're building a new rec center up the street. We're going to be doing things with the clinic because we also have to have investment into areas and opportunities for people in neighborhoods that have been just ignored for
There you
generations.
go.
Look at all this trash.
You know what I hear? Another program. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe I'm hearing it wrong.
Back here.
But for many here, a new round of promises seemed difficult to accept.
Actions speak louder than words, brother.
Well, last year, Baltimore was named the overdose capital of the country.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. I didn't know that. The overdose. Wait. Hold on. Say it again, Jeff. Hold on. Child, you can't make it up.
The overdose capital of the country.
The overdose capital of the country. Wow. Shout out to Baltimore. Moving on. Let's see what the witness had to say. It says, witnesses describe West Baltimore mass overdose scene.
Blocks and blocks taped off, first responders scattered for at least 25 people. They're telling us tonight overdosing in West Baltimore. I spoke to folks out there today. They say they were seeing people drop left and right, collapsing. I myself witnessed 2 people experiencing overdose symptoms while I was out there for just 90 minutes. One of dozens of overdoses happening this Thursday near Pennsylvania and North Avenues, just across the street from the Penn North Recovery Center, where nurse practitioner Josie Dantzler was sitting.
That's probably the 3rd or 4th person I've helped in the last 30 to 40 minutes. People are just passing out from whatever they're overdosing.
I was walking down the street and I hadn't seen his feet sticking out, and I saw him leaning over.
This man yelling for help after seeing another man down on the ground.
I called medic once I seen his eyes in the back of his head.
Never seen anything like that. So yeah, maybe it is a bad batch, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's an epidemic. We deal with this every day. Probably not.
Or you think they're going to say that this is, excuse me, racist I'm just waiting to hear that it's going to be, it's racist. How do drugs get into the community? Blah, 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 blah. You know how to get in there? By the dealers. And what you think they look like? Allegedly. Allegedly. I've never seen anything like this ever in my life, y'all. This looks crazy.
Not on this high of a, scale, but we go through this every day.
Alongside Josie is the harm reduction director for the Penn North Recovery Center, Bernard Nelson. He says they were out there to hand out Narcan and fentanyl testing strips.
Can I ask a question, child? Because I don't know. Can I ask a question? Anybody know? If you're having an OD, do you think you're about to put your hand in your pocket and pull out Narcan and use it on yourself? Do you have time to do that? I'm just asking because I would think, I don't know, like looking at that dude that was just on the ground, he probably so far gone that you think he was thinking about reaching into his pocket and using it. They have time to do that? Okay. I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. I just don't know. I don't know. This sounds crazy. This sounds crazy. I've never seen anything like this. I see it on TV, but like this is real life. This is like real life. You know what I'm saying?
I've never seen nothing like this.
Me either.
And I've never seen nothing like this. And while doing Narcan, they be foaming from the mouth, some of them.
A surreal scene sparking a large response from harm reduction organizations like the 24-Hour Community Peer Project, which works to link people to services.
33 years of recovery, I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything close to this. In 2 hours, we've helped at least 6 people.
Administer the Narcan.
That's the Narcan.
The mayor's office says the harm reduction distribution will continue throughout the night.
I don't know the logistics of exactly what happened, but it doesn't make any difference. It happened. And we're here to try to do the best we can about it.
And what a scene that was. Tonight, Baltimore police are reminding folks that individuals can seek medical care without fear of arrest. I'm live tonight outside of.
Okay. Well, good luck to both the damn boys.
We do not care.